Today is the very first day of the Year of Faith. So I welcome you to this channel. It's called iYearOfFaith, or a kind of a vlog about not only mine, but my homie Adam. You'll meet him tomorrow in the vlog. Kind of our journey through the Year of Faith. Hopefully by the end of this year, or the end of next year, November, when the Year of Faith comes to an end. I think it's Christ the King that we're going to end. That's the celebration? Yeah, I think it's Christ the King. You'd be able to kind of witness our journey through the Year of Faith, see us kind of dealing with faith, see the struggles, the joys, everything like that. So we wanted to start this vlog again for that reason, and I hope, and I think it's going to be a good idea. One of the things that we're going to try to do with this is not only are we going to share stuff that we read. I'm really big into Twitter, so is my homie Adam, at the Life of Adam. That's his Twitter handle. But there's a lot of great stuff on there to read, especially about the Year of Faith. So yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to do a daily vlogs, kind of go throughout our entire day, and just to see kind of our faith in action, I guess. Just to see how we live out our faith. So yeah, that's what we're kind of doing. One of the things I'm doing for this Year of Faith is every morning I start off with reading the readings for Mass this morning. And by the way, today begins. I guess there's this email listing now where basically by the end of next year, they're going to basically send you parts of the Catechism in order. So a year from now, you've already read the Catechism. I'll put the link to that in the website in the description below, so check that out. On the agenda today, I'm going to go have lunch with our church worship leader, Dan Cray, amazing, holy guy. And then later on tonight, me and my friend Glavia, we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to go, she doesn't actually know where we're going, so it's going to actually be a surprise, so I'll talk to you guys soon. So here, one of my favorite kind of places to eat, it's called Oasis Vegetarian Grill. It's in Riverside, and I'm actually just about to sit down and have some lunch with Dan. He's our church worship leader. He leads music for our youth mass and other things. There he is right there, coming in. We're about to have some vegan food, and I'll be interrupting him and interviewing him about stuff with the Year of Faith. So, he's finished eating. Dan has the last of his fries left. There it is.
Extra sauce.
So we're just going to go ahead and just ask him some questions about the Year of Faith. That way, it's not just my perspective, but it's other people's perspective. Hopefully throughout the year, I'll get my pastor in on this, some other youth ministers from different churches around here, and maybe just some random people on the street. I don't mind going up to people and saying, hey, what are you doing for the Year of Faith? So Dan, what is the Year of Faith? What's the Year of Faith? What's this year about?
Well, the way I see it is that it's a chance to get closer and closer to God. It's like we were talking about. It's about relearning and reconnecting with things that we already know. I'm kind of an old guy, so I've kind of been around this church a long time, but I like going back and seeing those things and those concepts about faith, about my relationship with God that I haven't seen for years. So I think it's about really reconnecting with God.
Along with the Year of Faith, we're also focusing on the new evangelization. Father always talks about that in the homilies, but what's your perspective about it? How are you approaching not just being evangelized, but evangelizing?
Well, one of the things that Father talks about a lot is evangelizing the church and ourselves. And so there's a lot of people, a lot of kids and adults who are they want to come in and they want to sing with our group. And that's great, but the important thing is that they understand what worship is and how it's more of a lifestyle and how it's more, we have to be prepared to worship by meaning we have to grow in our relationship with God, grow in our faith, so that we can, be as a team and then be one together. But evangelization, the way I'm looking at it is I want to go deeper, and I want to bring people that are kind of on the fence, going to church, and they're just kind of going through the motions, punching in their time clock and that kind of stuff. I want to bring them and help bring them to a place where they can really experience God more, and more than just hearing a song, more like praying a song and allowing that song to touch them, allowing God to touch them through that song. Because it's really, all these songs they're God songs, and it doesn't matter if they're old or new, but I'm kind of looking to go deeper in that. And the other thing is just inviting people and welcoming people. I've gotten a lot of good feedback about welcoming people that haven't been to our parish. And sometimes it's something that somebody really needed. There was this one lady, I saw her crying during the entire Mass, and I found out later that she had just gotten kind of kicked out of the parish, and she brought her family, her girls and all that, to our parish, and because I was welcoming, because everybody was welcoming and everybody was singing and stuff like that, she just felt right at home right away, and I think that's huge as far as evangelization.
Sweet. So I just got out of lunch with Dan, and I don't know if you guys do this, but talking with people that say not just go to your church and being vulnerable with them, letting them know about things that kind of go on in life. And sometimes, the community is a really strong part about our faith. Knowing that somebody's praying for you and knowing that you're praying for somebody. I don't think Christianity was supposed to be a walk that we do alone. We're a church where it's my faith, believe it or not, is entangled in yours. So if somebody from my church is hurting, if they need my prayer, then our faith is entangled in one another. So we went to this vegetarian cafe. We prayed. We had some food. We talked about you just saw him. We interviewed him about the Year of Faith and stuff. So we're just going home now. We got to do some homework. Then we're off to somewhere special for tonight that Claudia has no idea about. So we're here at St. Mel's, kind of as you saw before. So it didn't work out at St. Michael's Abbey. We got lost on the way there. We were actually driving through kind of the back streets, and we were almost running out of gas, but thankfully we made it to a gas station. We had a pretty intense kind of talk on the way back from St. Michael's Abbey. Again, that was what I was talking about earlier, about finding somebody to be vulnerable with, finding somebody to kind of walk with you in your faith, to be your support, to kind of be Jesus, to kind of be like your Simon. We spent about maybe half an hour at St. Mel's in the chapel, just praying. At the very end of the night tonight, to kind of kick off the Year of Faith, we wanted to have adoration and go to confession and kind of start off the Year of Faith with the clean slate. But it didn't work out that way. Today, first day of the Year of Faith, this is how God spoke to me. God was saying that He's always with us. And even though our plans, kind of the things that we have planned for us, even though they didn't work out, God has different and better plans for us sometimes. Definitely going to hit up confession tomorrow. But tomorrow you'll have Adam here vlogging. So we'll see you guys. Praying for you guys in this Year of Faith. Pray with us this Year of Faith. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon.